raised pillar set in a monastic enclosure on the Dingle Peninsula is a fine example of an early Christian stone pillar. The early Christians were reluctant to change the shape of the stones because of their ancestral pagan beliefs. They often carved onto existing pagan Ogham stones. In Ballinover, County Kerry, we see Ogham inscriptions combined with Christian imagery. The body of the pillar contains lines and spirals of Celtic decoration and a simple Latin abbreviation, DNE, meaning Domini or Lord. The top of the pillar has a fine low relief Maltese cross about 45 centimeters in diameter. One of the finest examples of a cross-decorated slab can be found in Tullylease, County Cork. The 8th century Tullylease slab has a Latin inscription requesting us to pray for Berwick twine. The Greek cross with chalice-like terminals bears a strong resemblance to a carpet page in the Book of Lindisfarne, an 8th century English manuscript. The cross slab is decorated with intricate fretwork, and a circle of Celtic interlace dominates the centre of the cross. The Carndonagh cross, County Donegal, was the first to be cut in a cruciform shape. Standing ring crosses began to appear in the 8th century. Henny, County Tipperary, has two of the finest examples in Ireland. The crosses are famous for their 5 bosses which punctuate the wheelhead. They are similar to the rivets and roundels found in metalwork at the time, for example the Ard Chalice. The crosses are monumental in size, measuring 3.5 metres in height. Their ancient and powerful presence has to be witnessed at first hand. The shafts and the wheelheads of the crosses are decorated with strap work and a thick rope border. The bases are badly weathered, but originally they depicted figurative biblical scenes. Here we see the North Cross, with its classic Irish high cross design. It has a capstone, shaft, arms, base, and its famous broken wheelhead. The bosses are also believed to symbolise the 5 wounds of the crucified Jesus Christ. These highly ornate crosses were surely built to commemorate the death of someone very important. The Cross of Moon is a tall and graceful granite cross. It measures over 5 metres high. The tall, tapering base depicts biblical scenes in a charming, stylized manner. The shaft is decorated with various birds and animals. The theme of the cross shows how God intervenes to save the good from destruction. It has a small wheelhead and is missing its capstone. Murdoch's cross is the finest of all Irish high crosses. Standing over 5.5 metres tall and with a 75 centimetre wide shaft, it is truly an awesome spectacle. This cross's central theme is that Christ is the King of heaven and earth. On the east face we see a depiction of the Last Judgment, with the damned on Christ's left and the saved on his right. On the south face we are treated to some detailed high relief carving of the sandstone. The west face has scenes from the New Testament with a capstone shaped like a church and the crucifixion across the arms. The arrest of Christ shows the detail of these carvings. We get an idea of the contemporary hairstyles and the dress of the period from these carvings. The Dysert O Dea cross depicts Christ in the contemporary robes of medieval Ireland. It is said that it is similar to the Christ on the Santa Volta cross in Lucca in Italy. Beneath Christ is another high relief carving. The mitred figure holding a crozier is believed to be St. Tulla, a local saint. The socket on St. Tulla is believed to have secured an outstretched arm in the act of benediction. The Irish high cross developed from the slabs and pillars of the early Christian period. They have survived Viking raids, Norman invasions, and the turmoil of Ireland's political and religious history. They illustrated the scriptures, they were the focal point for prayer, and honoured the dead. Today we see numerous revivalist versions of these crosses, but nothing compares to seeing these ancient national treasures at first hand.